Last over. The next day. Fuck. You know what? Let's go in the next day. And I'm not doing an intro. Let's just begin.
This day to the Hotel de Boer. Toot sweet.
Let's complete it. Last time we were yes, I'm on side is a cooking competition. And where the fuck is the Hotel de Boer?
Fier's coming back for a cooking contest.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Escoffier in a cooking contest? Now that I've got to see.
With who? If this were surely in the real court, the best chef in Taiwan, then it's going to be so much fun to see. Like, these two. I hope I pronounce the name right. I'm 100% sure I'm not pronouncing the name right. Like, I'm not good at this names. And it's going to take some time, so skip.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hotel de Boer and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Wait, I have some feeling, I just thought of this. What if the cook who tried to help us, like not
Monica?
Yeah, Monica. What if she's traitor? Like she's working for her. Seven. Imagine.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
That is interesting.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Both contestants have taken their positions.
It's Lady Farina.
Then, without further ado, let the Hotel de Boer cooking contest commence!
Just imagine the third year novel. Imagine it's going to be so. This should be doing. Wait a minute. No, I need to do a cooking. Wait, is this going to be math? Fuck. Yeah, make sure.
Monica, Traveler, it's go time. Let's do this. Alphonse! Gaspar! Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Oh, wait a minute. I need to do this?
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go. Like an oven on full blast, this competition is quickly heating up.
Let's take this.
That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavors.
Balance the flavor. Okay. 4. Shit, I don't have much. Let's go with this. We need 1. We have 2. The 1 will always be there. 3. 4. 2.
Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors.
Fuck.
Just
It's
think.
math. I need 1. Just only 1.
A dash of frosting!
Just give me 1. Can I change the cards? Okay. 2 and 4. Let's see if this will be enough to do. 1 is. I'm not good at math. I just but I'm actually good at math. I forgot that. She's going to mess this up. I have a feeling she's a traitor. I'm the nervous. I have a feeling.
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, Traveler!
No. Shit. So they are. Let's see how much I will give it to get it. Wait. We just need 4, right? Balance it.
The balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
Alphonse! What are you playing at? That's not how I taught you to do it! Stop
Let's
horsing
take
around
one this.
and do it again!
Yes,
Thank you.
chef.
Let's go.
Oh, tension.
And this is the balance. See? Smart. The math classes don't go waste time.
So, what do you think?
Now the third, it's definitely going to something happen. Make the last layer of the cake. Oh shit, this is A. So I need to do. First of all, let's make it. Okay, 5. 5 minus 8. 3. We need 3.
Escoffier is already on the final step of the
Two.
recipe.
Okay, 1 will be good.
Check on Savannah's progress.
5.
I think this flavor profile is still a little bit off.
I can do it.
You
Okay, 2.
both of you! Make like an egg and
Another.
feed it!
Okay, 6.
I'll do
Let's
it
hope this will be
myself.
enough. So 2. And here 4. 4. And we. Yes, this is 5. This is going to be tough.
What are you doing, Escoffier? Your team's
Just one?
waiting on you.
No, this is smart. Wait, let me cook this. Alright.
Wow! Is Savannah serious? Can she really make up for lost time working alone?
2. Just give me 1 good. Okay. Last. Not a beat, but just for safe. Okay, 5. Now this might be good. 3, 4, and shit. 1. Oh god, I'm not good at this. Shit, my plan is go fuck when I'm. Now, if my luck is good, we need 1 more. This seriously, just give me 4. Okay, 3 is good. Okay, 2. Okay. Yes, this is done. Yeah. Yes, it's perfect. What if we fail this one? Like, can we? Favor balance complete.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
Well, there is someone who can have one. I really. They have to meet. They do.
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg.
Okay, this was pretty good. This was pretty good. Do you use your ultimate animation for this? Like, I see this, I keep only in variants and other things, but that's very good. Like, I see this 71 in a birthday party. It's pretty good.
I was just exercising caution. I had to make sure everything was perfect.
So wait, if you do it fast enough for using writing area, you. Oh shit. So it depends on how well you do in this. That's interesting. Like, if it turn out different, that's pretty good. I love this. Like, I love this one.
Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa!
Yeah.
This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make gâteau de bois.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10. Only
9.9.
because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
But he's an expert. He's a freaking owner. I'm pretty sure he definitely has experience in this. Wait, what if the owner is actually the friend of that guy? Like the recipe original copy, we know they were two people. Like one actually got hair, the other one was jealous or something. What if he's the other guy who if you make disaster because he
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in.
something's going to go wrong.
I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just
What?
the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
She spent half of the time just baking herself.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
Okay,
I
what?
can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal the chef's name underneath.
Oh no, Savannah.
It's Savannah?
No! That's impossible!
What?
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did
No, I
you
don't
do?
think she did,
Oh,
Paimon.
you swapped the plates, didn't you?
No, I don't think Paimon she did.
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that. It was Van Gem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't
Something
it
is
more
wrong.
likely that Escoffier's lost her edge? Oh, or maybe her assistants let the team down.
Monica?
You take that back!
No, Paimon, I think she's right. This might be Monica.
Judges, we demand a rematch.
Monica?
That's enough. What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever
Damn,
went
that's what we
wrong
call
and
it.
however it happened.
Yes, you are back. Some technical difficulty. No, what was she saying?
As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I think it's Savannah. 100% I'm sure it's not her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's definitely
If you
not
want
her.
the Codex de Boer that much, you can have it. Escoffier, no! But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little
Yeah.
late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over and I won. That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
100% sure it's not
Look,
Savannah who did it. It's
Savannah,
Monica.
you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done.
Monica?
But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next.
Yeah, 100% sure it was Savannah who did it.
So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Monica, let's have a talk now.
Escoffier!
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Hang on.
It's all right. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly,
Yeah.
if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with the whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
Let's go here. Obviously, I'm sure she did. Devastated, but what done is done.
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
That's it? No secrets. No nothing? I don't believe it. This can't be happening.
Now I'm 100% sure.
Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
Yeah, I know. Savannah passed out after eating through the original Codex.
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh, I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yeah, she has to do setbacks.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
Just even get to sleep. No wonder she's so angry all the time. Yes, I heard.
Why would she do that?
Our best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it is.
Even so, that's no excuse
That's
for
a feeling.
taking her anger out on the rest of you.
I don't think that's
Yeah!
because
and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
she did not do cheating by
About
Monica.
that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
It's not Savia. I'm telling you, it's not her. We are judging her because of her personality. It's not her. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, we are judging her because of her personality. Sometimes it happens. Like we see people sometimes who behave petty, like all the time angry, all the time this angry and take anger out. All just because. Even if you know why they do this, probably because they're in so much stress and pressure, and they just take it out. But it's not that. Sometimes we even think they're bad because of their personality, but it's actually not. They probably.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty ghetto myself.
Yeah. It's Monica, isn't she? I must have suspicious, like, how the fuck she joined? I'm 100% sure. When I say her reaction, I 100% know that it was Monica. And then, even though Safi, there's no way it's her.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure to taste test it before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates.
Yeah.
The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
It was not. I told you it's Monica. Now tell us why did you do it.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it.
No,
It was
fear,
Chef
Rafi.
Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
She's lying.
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced.
She definitely.
Whatever's
just,
going on
say
with you,
anything.
just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety? Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
Fuck.
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have.
She definitely didn't know everything, so anyway, it's not her. It's
I
the
let
video.
contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with.
No, definitely isn't, sir.
It's crazy. So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I'm 100% sure she did not. I don't trust
I
Monica at
know,
all.
it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear.
I definitely did not trust her. That's disturbing behavior.
I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Yeah, I don't trust her.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress, and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor. So you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
You mean you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes.
You have to.
You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them.
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
I don't think she did that.
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though. Ugh. What happened to me? I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
You mean
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be.
Because it might be the original thing.
But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason.
Now, I'm 100% that's not the reason. They're saying this a lot of time now, but I'm 100% sure no, it's not.
But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
She thought the codex from the stuff.
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Yeah, I'm definitely not the
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once.
No, I'm 100%
It
sure, Moni.
overwhelmed her, and she
Yes, I
passed
think I saw
out.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
No, but on every hand has a different taste. You should see it. Like even the same recipe you give someone to make, the food will definitely taste different.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
She keep the true recipe to herself.
New head chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
Is it really the true reason? If it is, then I'm actually going to be shocked. Kima Tori is wrong.
Is it undercooked or something?
You have to answer Codex no matter what you take. Someone telling her to do that.
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
So you let the lame into kitchen.
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Admitting you are wrong is...
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
In that case, I'll go and update for Ma and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Sure, let's go.
That was a long day. I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
And who's going to make it? Where are you?
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
There's something that didn't match, huh? What is so?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
A little, not a whole lot.
Every year they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's
And I just
always
killed them
one
then.
goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets
But
don't
not everyone
know
is perfect.
is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So
Well, that's
the
a good
truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them.
That's some pretty good analogies he said, and that's pretty right. Well, what I can hear, society is a bitch. Is that what you and
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius.
I know Savia is not that dumb. She knows something
Cooking
wrong.
is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice.
Yeah.
I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
But I think that's a great thing to believe in.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways.
This is going to be interesting. I'm still...
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vanigem isn't for a while.
I want to check on Sophia.
Check on her? Why? What happened?
There she is.
Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me.
You really did pull a all-nighter then.
What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
Let me get you a fast one.
Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Just ask for a while.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way,
Coffee.
Wait, I have a coffee. I guess just give her that.
Strong, bitter coffee beans. Transformed through expert brewing and balanced
When do I even make
perfectly
this?
with rich, creamy steam milk. Wonderful. I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
glad to hear it. But make sure to catch up on your sleep when you get the chance.
So there's an investigation.
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
Oh, nothing.
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small. I can't believe it's caused so much drama.
Seemed like you had your own share of failing experiment last night.
Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her. Only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hotel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled.
She tried
What
to find
does it mean?
That's the origin cake recipe. If I
Wait
remember
a
correctly,
second.
it was.
This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures.
The founder of the hotel.
Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
Because she was his daughter.
The Codex de Bord? Then, this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gâteau de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Geez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a gâteau plateau, huh?
Shut up, Ivan. That's not a definite reason.
Idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
I'm not sure she's going to beat her. She's going to prove her father's legacy. Like,
Hold
the
on.
partner.
There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
A letter, see. It was you let the roommate too, don't you? I know you were responsible for the patch in the pomeletic ending that day. What would your good friend think? I wonder if she learned that she's suffocated on account of indication. What would be the people in the hotel think? So I imagine you like to keep the secret from elsewhere. Haven't you had Chevy? She's the victim. So, I had to say weeks ago, retrieve the rear cortex by any ministry. That's where the rear treasure came from. And you give it away like a fool. Well then, you're going to get it back where in the bed or by force. It doesn't matter. I know don't you have the cooking showdown over here? If you don't think you can win, why you simply need to have your pension do. I imagine the assistant of yours might come in handy. I see. What are you doing for? She was the one who considered the secret recipe in the first place. Why else do you think that you never be able to reckon her? She's afraid that you outsider. What do you imagine? I will say about you. Both women beyond the hotel bar. Originally they can hear call you untalented, a hack failure who will never supposed to be, and you know who's for it. That's right, it's her. She knows she never has been. So why is she did? Yeah, she's was sick.
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat
If you're going to read it, why the fuck I read it?
Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Monica's a bitch, I know it.
Retrieve the codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
And she was a victim all this time.
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this.
I know
First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced Savannah to force Monica to cheat?
So this what is it the other way around? Now you think it's somewhere deep in the show. Meanwhile,
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put 2 and 2 together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident. The demand for a cooking contest. The instruction to blackmail Monica. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan.
I know it. I know
Monica.
it when you see someone fake. You have no idea how many people. I know she's a bitch. I know it. Yes, I know it.
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
Yeah, I definitely know it. Yeah, this is going to take time, guys. So let's wait for you. Okay, domain is beautiful. We get that.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria. So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Miss King Roman, he like to cook. Well, so cute.
Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they get
So
here?
they want that.
Aw, they ran off.
Guess they are not used to seeing you.
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Let's go in person.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten
Sorry
through
for that.
somehow.
Good point. Yes, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
Wow.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
We have to feed the blubber beasts? With what? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and lumitoile. See,
we have all that
this
again.
is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them. Now we have to head all the way back to shore and grab some.
There's
There's
no
only-
time for that. Romaritime flowers and lumitoile will have to do. They may not look appetizing to us, but who knows? They could be blubber beast delicacies.
Yeah, bye bye.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
Yes, emergency food. You can add the Roman time flour and remove it. I hope it's the black seed. Oh, come on. Do I need to do it? I couldn't able to see this. So, yeah, 2. Wait, I just need... I'm doing something wrong. Don't I?
Off to the freezer!
Okay, 3. And what do we have? Okay, we gotta do it with this. Balance the food. It's a mat. Yeah, I don't do it shit. We need this school.
A dash of frosting!
3. Done. Did I say 2? It's completed.
Blubber beasts or not, are we sure this stuff is edible?
Trust me, they'll love it.
Well, how do we actually feed them?
Good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off again, and who knows how long they'll be gone.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. Oh, what was it that Modeste said again? Something about the food flowing away on the current.
So I just need to give this to Baba base.
Hey, be careful! Scare them off too much and they might not come back again.
The tracks turned back again. Oh, so annoying.
Is it going to be okay? The boy is happy to discover all the food, and if you're not mistaken, then it's
Wow,
it's
it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
I guess all the animation was good to Harpon Press. I mean, there was some pretty good cutscene going on. Ah, shit. For you guys, I skipped. Let's go. The boy is happy to score the wrong food. In my variation, but
Hey, it's open!
Okay. The animation. Let's continue. Some time ago. Flashback.
Hey, give me your water. Here.
This bitch.
I said your water, the one you just drank out of? Sure. All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off. Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog. Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives. Did you not hear me? Go.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
Okay, that sound.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have.
Ha! Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you.
Classic villain
You were
thing to do.
terrified of her
She
finding out
almost-
about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor.
Wait, what? Is she Sephiroth?
He offered Modeste his friendship only to murder him out of vanity. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together.
What?
So you
Okay.
see, you're no better than Savelli. If you can't beat him, betray him, right?
So Sephiroth did indeed murder him.
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you finally realize that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
Damn.
You're right.
This bitch.
I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Ooh, feisty. But you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
I somehow doubt that. Since I poisoned both our water bottles.
What?
She's like, wait. Okay, that's a pretty
Ever
good.
since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this
That's
moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
But you drank it too.
It's what
Yeah.
we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You.
Yes, wait. Now what? Okay, that's crazy will laugh.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing
never did get that.
performance. I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know? Did you really think your half-baked
Yeah.
plot would fool me?
I mean, you are. Yeah, that's true. Fucking idiot.
You're a lousy chef, and
I'm
you
not
make a
saying to her,
lousy
so nothing
villain
money.
too.
She's a-
A complete waste of space. No wonder
I
you
think
never
so.
amounted to anything.
Everything I
That's a-
ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again for the last time.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me. But now the show's over.
This bitch is
You
going to
should
die.
have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Stop right there!
We know
Let
it.
her go, Monica! We've got you surrounded!
Yeah.
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive!
Classic move.
Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, some of us actually have bigger fish to
Fine,
fry.
remote reveal.
Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
And what was
Are
that?
you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad.
Of course she definitely did.
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins.
There is no secret
He and
ingredient.
Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands, and they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix.
What? Wait, what?
We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug.
Basically, drug factory.
That's right. I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
So that's what she's doing. But why would you need it? Why would King Remus try to achieve it? I know
Don't
he
you
was
listen to yourself? You're completely delusional.
My eyes are wide open. Just wait
There was
till
no
I
treasure.
get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
Fuck.
Wait, what's that sound?
Explosion.
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
Seems like she escaped in the community. Let's find another route and go after her.
Savannah's gone too.
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
At least Savannah is
That's
safe
true.
for now.
Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
Oh, well,
One Piece.
our
One Piece
path's
must-
been blocked, so let's look for another route.
Let's do another puzzle.
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
The other looked at one either. Could they be loved by the previous adventure?
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Oh, Modeste and Savelli, do you think they camped here?
By the looks
Yeah.
of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date.
They may have left a journal or
Oh,
something.
you really think so?
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the kitchen.
Well, I'm pro at least.
Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those treasure chests.
And bring
Paimon was just about to show off her rummaging skills.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly
it?
the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything has changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gâteau de Bourg into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced on a small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. Modeste was right about that too. He predicted all of it. He was praised as a genius, while I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool.
See, history always written by the winner. History always make it look like bad guys. Damn.
Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than anyone just how great the gulf was between us. Our
That's true.
conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. Why invite further disdain by inserting myself where I did not belong?
Bro, you are too homey.
I told myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to face him without shame. Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face, how about we go on one more adventure, for old time's sake? Unfortunately, that day will never come.
No, that's really
So it
sad.
was Savelli. From the sounds of it, he came back after Modeste had already died.
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it's true, then this must be the place where they found their secret ingredient, the birthplace of Gâteau de Bourg.
In that case, what does that say about the death of Modeste? If it's all true, Maybe Savelli really did have something to do with it.
Paimon didn't touch China. He literally says my friend. He's my best friend. I couldn't have it. I've one day able to face him. I killed something last week. Paimon didn't really not
The taste of Gâteau de Bourg has changed. Modeste was convinced of this, even though everyone swore they couldn't tell. Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the slightest flaw in his work. He stopped all sales of the product, locked himself away in the kitchen, and worked day and night, vowing to find out where he had gone wrong. But as he baked and taste tested over and over again, he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the gâteau, but his sense of taste. The treasure of Memoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, why would a culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their bodies care for the loss of their senses? But we realized it too late. We were just too late. Over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. He consumed it all himself. The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own life.
Okay, this was dark. This was dark. Dude, this is not... I can't even say it because he took way too demoted us,
And
but
because
still.
we had become estranged,
Just
I cannot be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort, or even to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Yet despite everything,
I feel bad for
he
him.
sent me his final letter.
And people call him a murderer for history. Damn,
The
that's
treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savelli murdered him?
Remember, Esco, people are bitch. They need to make things more interesting, so they write it.
Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Remoria. It's almost as if someone deliberately erased it from history.
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gâteau de Bourg, proving that I had been right all along. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius,
True, homie.
the next a joke. It would surely spell the end for his restaurant too. What would be his
homie,
legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass.
So he
I will
make
do
this
what I
films.
must to protect his name.
True, homie, bro. True, homie. Salute him.
It will mean tampering with his notes to remove the damning details, leaving mere fragments of our story behind. It may lead his
It's such a
family to
sad-
suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it.
Salute the true homie. He was a true homie. We need a friend like him. We need to be like him. But even though not do like everything, but still. Did he not even think
I would
about it?
rather
Like,
the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters.
and that's a true
The
homie.
final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Okay, that's pretty good. Idea. Oh no, we got to summon Monica.
What's wrong? Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
So Xavier decided to try to completely. I mean, he would consider this is the reason why he tried to come. What's it? Yeah.
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last.
Wait, is it Primordial Sea? Imagine this is what the treasure is.
Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste.
So she was
Some
the children of
fragments
Modeste.
of his diary escaped your clutches, and we have held on to them for generations.
But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex, and with
What
it the
about-
last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp.
Yeah.
The treasure of Remoria is mine!
Okay, she's going insane.
It's empty.
Yeah.
It's empty?
So he
Monica?
destroyed complete.
Oh, we were seconds too late.
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
He fucking destroyed
Belly's
Mama.
final act. He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning.
Deserve it. Deserve
All
it.
that
Deserve it.
for an empty jar.
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your pie hole!
You can say it. Shut your mouth.
To Lord Remus.
To Lord Remus.
Barbarian shall be slain.
They let her die. They let her die. If you save her, Trevor, I'm going to be so pissed.
She's a nutcase, a liability to herself.
Cutscene time? Ah,
Why
it's
is
not
this place still shaking?
Maybe it's because of this fight. Or maybe because Monica was too happy with the explosion.
Either way, it's all her fault.
So you see that?
Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here, Traveler Escoffier. Come on!
Okay, I'm coming.
What the?
Oh, no, you don't. If I can't get what I want, neither will any of you.
She's a bitch.
I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
Okay, you see definitely go insane.
You're a psycho.
Damn, yes, yes.
Savannah?
Oh, she deserved this.
When did you wake up?
Savannah deserved to beat her down. Like, the most super focus on this. You can beat it
I
down.
may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
We are out of time.
Traveler? Okay, let's go.
So are we going to let her die there? Yeah, let her die. Yeah, we definitely going to let her die. Oh my god! The finally the villain get what he deserves. I can't believe it. No redemption, nothing, just straight up what he can deserve.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler! And Paimon!
Yeah, we know how much care.
What are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the Traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something. Even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
But couldn't call guard.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed.
Well, you got to start where? Try to change
Come
yourself.
back,
Way better.
Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I could think about was the Lumiline situation. What was it you said again?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time, every time.
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left, and Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I did to Firmin and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Firmin?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse, but I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, it got Firmin thinking. And then he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night.
She does what she got. 100% sure she gives
And as
what
it
she
turns
got.
out, she was lacing it with Lumaline the whole time.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious
That
nervous
page is
and
up to you,
sensory complications. But
Pain
if you
just says,
calculate the dosage
not before you
carefully,
go around,
you can
walk into
control
the
the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that mean more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
2,000 years.
10 years later, I hope this is where we left it. Let's continue.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
Yeah. And I'm sorry that I have to go somewhere.
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that mean more fragile or more hot.
Yeah.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
Yeah, this way,
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said I should recover in no time.
You already sound a lot more confident.
Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little bit of hope to cling on to.
There's more. We believe that Firmin was likely not Monica's only.
You mean she poisoned me too?
What?
Oh, so that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time.
That bitch stays up to die. But do not go. Yeah. And I'm happy to find here some villain in Genshin get what he deserves.
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumaline. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world, while food you don't particularly care for will become utterly revolting. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
But still,
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it that no matter what I do, my Gâteau de Bourg never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... is it because you're a genius and I'm not?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
God. Huh? Is that it?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica
That bitch
must
was
have
Aizen all along,
tampered
bro.
with
She
them.
was Aizen. She was really Aizen. She planned all of that. I'm
I
surprised.
would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine so that could never happen.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night? It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're a genius. And I'm just plain old Savannah.
It's not that, it just...
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my gâteau de bois? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down.
Yeah.
And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does.
Yeah. And what we gotta do, we learn from the mistake and make ourselves
You're
better.
only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes. Learn from them and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hotel de Bord kitchen anytime soon. Huzzah!
Aw, what a perfect ending to a crazy journey.
Yeah, that's
Look
what
how
I'm
happy
doing.
everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Aw, friends again. So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Maybe not all of the beef.
Good. So now that's out of the way.
Yeah, she's about to gonna get
It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
Yeah, I know. She's green. What are you talking about?
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right. And also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death trap.
Imagine just saying, wait, did we do a cooking contest? I will be sure shocked after this.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between 2 top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today. Right now, this instant.
Hey, so, this whole time you were salty about losing?
Yeah. Yeah, she was fine on. Who cuts in time?
Second cooking contest.
I fucking sometimes hate my phone so much. It's such a stupid phone.
The
We're watching
second
YouTube now.
cooking contest commences now.
And if anyone just how you watch more than half of this cutscene.
No more games.
Wait, how did you lag
and
more
no
than half?
holding back.
So done. So I know mostly what's gonna happen half. Good animation. Alright, this is some pretty good animation now. There comes the scene I audio. Is this one? The food war reference is here. That's the food war reference. Definitely, I'm sure. And the animation.
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're
That's
too
fair.
scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes
Life
like.
lesson. This is a pretty good life lesson.
So?
Allow this to be a good life
Embrace
lesson
your
for us.
failure.
You never
Taste
know.
it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
Damn, so
The results are in! A landslide victory for Escoffier!
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
I still seem very happy with this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
You did this for Savannah's sake.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened?
So are you going to say it first?
I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course. But the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Niue.
I know it.
And in her, I saw so many new possibilities.
Oh, she's the goat legend, the Pyrosavan, the Pyrocon's parent, but the Pyrosavan, the goat.
She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus, blizzard tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook.
Yeah, I think we know who she's talking about.
Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all.
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste. And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen. You've got to go out and explore the endless possibilities out there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We had...
Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
Well, I always want you to test it. We used to definitely make Paimon test all of you, all of you experimenters. That's my face.
Don't worry, it's not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research, make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Boer, revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always...
All right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Boer?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanishem that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an acceptable level.
Good luck to this.
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gâteau de Boer. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary. Then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Boer. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
She sold us so for a day. Then have a rule.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoiles, better known to us as Lumiline.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days of Gâteau de Boer?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then, so desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times. But these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to real life too. How most of the drugs now become so like medication, where we have all of these. In the past, how tough it would be. Like some disease we can never really cure in the past. Now look, we have the solution for that. Time really changed
Even if
everything.
Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be worth that much these days.
So after all that, there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica. She sacrificed it all only to get nothing in return.
She got everybody says, yes, I'm poor Monica. What did I say? Let's just say good. She got everybody says.
Hey!
Yeah, Navia.
Huh? Navia? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Rumoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth an absolute fortune.
Wait!
Fuck.
Isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something. Ugh, it's such a shame.
At the end of the day, she could get a fortune, but at the end, treasure or what? This was actually pretty good. I enjoyed this quiz so much, and I hope you too. Sayonara. Oh, we got a recipe. A new food. That's good. I hope you guys enjoy it too.